We are live. It's
Woo!
live. Countdown going. There we go.
I'm so excited about tonight because let me tell you, I love Doctor Who. For those of you who don't know anything about me, of course you don't know anything about me at all, I guess. But I really do love Doctor Who, even though I love Disney. I love Doctor Who pretty much as I love Star Wars and Disney.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you walk into Dancing Bear, she's got what's called that little telephone booth thing called the TARDIS. TARDIS
TARDIS.
in the shop.
TARDIS.
Oh, no, hold on. Well, look what's
Oh,
on the screen.
it's the doctor!
It's
Hey!
the TARDIS.
Come here.
And there you go. All right, we got one person watching so far. Let's see if it's the El Presidente of the Friday Ninja Monster Hunter Squad.
So make sure to like, you guys, like and or subscribe, not subscribe. Share this broadcast with your friends.
I'm doing it right now.
Share.
I'm sharing. I'm doing it. So they God, you're so patient.
Share.
Yes, folks, we are live tonight. And I have to turn me down. There we go. Okay. Share. Oh, folks, you hope you're doing the same thing. Okay, we are live for this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk with 3 exclamation points and shared. Done. And posted. Svea's off. Okay, Svea's off right now, folks. If you're watching. Oh, it's Maya. What's up? I'm here on time.
Whoa, can you believe
Hoorah, Maya. Hoorah.
Good job.
Okay, so if you're wondering what you're looking at, that's a time vortex from Doctor Who.
Yes.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
We've already had one presentation of the phone booth called the TARDIS.
Christ.
Is it TARDIS?
No, hold on. Let me mute myself. Help me get
You're going to mute yourself? Okay, folks, while Savea's muted right now, I'm assuming she can't hear us. Exactly 10:05 p.m.
You're watching it. You need to watch us. I know. I couldn't get on.
Svea, you're not muted. Svea, you're not muted.
Okay, go away.
You're still not muted.
Go away. I can't turn my sound on until you leave.
I heard Chris. Svea, you're not muted.
I'm not.
No.
Whoops.
I tried telling you that, but because I could hear you, we heard your mom talk about, oh boy, those things. It's secrets out.
Oh yeah.
You want this song?
No. Leave it alone. Just go away.
Hi, Chris. Come say hi.
No, because the problem is she has the phone going, and then it'll be like echo.
I know I can hear it in the background. That's when you heard you say you're not muted from her phone.
No, I didn't. I was just trying to get it working for her.
Gotcha. Oh my, we got a lot to talk about apparently. How's everyone's Thanksgiving? We'll talk about when we start. We can probably talk about it now. I miss you guys. We miss you too. And yes, we hear everything, Svea. No secrets. No secrets.
Oh, you guys, I didn't want you to hear me talking so badly about James.
Yeah, you must have been using code words.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what'd you eat for dinner, James?
What did I eat for dinner? Meatloaf.
I had pizza.
Of course you did, because Dan owns a pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
How many nights in a row do you have a pizza? Or how many nights a week?
Let's just say I have a plethora of pizza in the fridge.
A lot. Is it healthy pizza?
No.
That's going to help a lot of things.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I didn't realize this, that sometimes pizza sauce will have sulfates in it.
Yes, it does.
So Dan's Pizza Place has sulfates in the pizza sauce. So
it's a TARDIS. There goes our TARDIS. We missed a TARDIS. Those suckers are quick.
I wasn't paying attention. I should have been.
You should be. We have a show with a live audience.
I know.
So, okay. Hopefully nobody has epilepsy and is, triggered by lights from a time vortex.
Oh, that would be bad, huh?
Yeah. Well, Miles letting us know that she had a cup of soup and Red Lobster cheddar biscuit. That sounds good.
See, I'm
All right,
here, guys.
Hope everybody's sharing. 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
Don't forget to share because this is actually going to be a really fun show.
Yes. We've got like a whole month of cool shows.
I know, this is going to be fun.
We've already been planning our Christmas special. And we might do a little, what's it called? Taste test of what our Christmas special coming up in a couple weeks. And I haven't seen a TARDIS, have you?
No.
Nope, just that time vortex. I wonder which one of these leads to the era where we can watch the Jeffersons live on TV.
I don't know.
I don't know, but those look like police lights now. I'm staring at the center to see if I get car sick, and I'm kind of tripping.
Yeah,
I think I'm on a late night show.
All the people who love Doctor Who, and there's so many friends of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassie, my friend Cassie from Disney, she loves Doctor Who too.
Whom loves Doctor Who?
My friend Cassie from when I used to work at the Disney store.
Okay, that's whom for Doctor.
Yeah. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, now I'll talk about it later because it has to do with the show.
Okay.
Like the show, like the actual show.
Not our show, their show.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for another TARDIS. We've already had, 2 appearances?
Oh, really? There's another appearance?
Yeah. I wonder if you can use a sonic screwdriver for IT work.
Leatherman makes be awesome if you could do more.
Yeah, because like Leatherman makes a really good there's a TARDIS. There, you see it? You see it?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
He's moving around, and there it goes. That's our third sighting of the TARDIS.
I'm trying to get the most recent Doctor's name.
Doctor Who. Is it harder than that? Right. Was it harder than that? 2.5 minutes to count down. Oh, a little under. Okay. Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't say it. It's Nukuti Gatwa. He's the 14th Doctor.
How long is that show? Well, we'll review that on the show. We'll get that on the show when we start talking about some of the history of it. It looks like lava, like we're going through a live lava tube.
It is.
I think I just saw the 1960s go by. I'm wearing bell bottoms now.
Hey, stop it. Oh my goodness. Every time.
I think we just went by the Roman Empire. Svea, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
All the time.
All the time? Because that was in vogue like 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? Everybody's talking. What do you think? How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
What? I was not paying attention. Like I was not paying attention to social media lately. I've been a little busy.
You didn't miss much. Some dance videos, some cat videos, and more dance videos.
Pictures of food.
And pictures of food. Now we got neon green with the time vortex. Less than a minute.
Cool.
Almost there, folks. Almost there.
Like I found something.
Hey, while we're waiting, Maya, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And we got to wait for the time delay.
This, James. Look at see.
Doctor, yeah, you got your cup. I'm drinking hot chocolate.
I have a whole bunch of stuff. I just have so much Doctor Who stuff, but I just don't know where it is.
You have that, and I have GoPro cameras and little mini Godzillas across my front of my computer desk that I really, really, really need to clean. All right, ready for countdown?
Almost.
And 10.
10, 9,
8,
7.
6. There's a TARDIS.
5. 5. 4.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. TARDIS time.
Woo!
No time.
Wow.
It's time for Late Night Crap Talk with hosts Svea and James Hermes. Let's get the fun started. It's time to start the show.
Dance, 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 dance. Hi.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
And we got the banner up.
So I'm so excited. Okay. We have been quite busy. James has been doing stuff. I've been doing stuff. And of course, this is going to happen because naturally we got busier and we don't have to stress out so much about not going anywhere anymore. And no, I'm saying the reverse. We're stressing about going everywhere because we're trying to make sure we keep the show going.
Oh, yeah. Calendars are getting filled up.
Yeah. So I mean, it is difficult to do live shows every time. So we have such a huge catalog of episodes. Theoretically, each week in a year, if we did one, there's 52 episodes. So I mean, we've been doing this since 2020. So we have like almost 200 episodes to pick from.
We'll have to do the math, but we did quite a bit. But we could be on the air because of my background. Could be on the air because of Indio Powwow on the Friday day after Thanksgiving. Plus, I was out of town. Last week, I was out of town.
Yeah.
Again, which we'll cover here in a few minutes. But we are live. We are definitely back to live for the next couple of weeks.
So we are here, and so if you have never watched our show before, we do the show generally live on Friday nights. We have our show every Friday night, and we do this to entertain you, teach you about stuff. We get on guests. We do all kinds of fun stuff and talk about all kinds of things, events, whatnot. So make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channels, our Facebook pages, our Twitch channels, follow our Instagrams. There's all kinds of stuff that we are doing here. There's lots of ways to follow us. Hey, guys, the dogs are. Wait, no! Oh my God!
The peanut gallery is active.
They are going after the cat. Hey, no, they're going after the cat. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, matter of fact, speaking of, so we have a comment here from one of our viewers. There's the mouse cursor. We said, we had the show countdown. We had the light show. My mom is watching. She says Red, which is one of the cats, the most loving one, says Red is tripping out on the light show. Mom, if you're still watching the show, bring in Red. Let's see if the door automatically opens in a few seconds because we got to figure a 12-second delay. If we see her, we'll see her in about 30 to 40 seconds. With that, looking at other comments to bring over. Joya, yay, yep. We missed you too also, everybody. We love doing live, but sometimes might have to go a week or two. But luckily that is fairly rare.
Yes, so we do the shows to just basically keep in touch with all of our friends, and we have some fun people that watch our show, our fan club. And of course, we love to, be here for them because they are true diehard fans that we see every week that we do this. So thank you for watching our show. So James, what is going on with Elk Rack Traders?
Well, for one, we're about to see Red Kitty.
Oh, really?
Here's Red. I figured about 30, 45 seconds. Here's my mom with the cat. She's wearing a onesie right now because she had to have surgery, but it's the kitty. She's very much a very loving cat and a lap cat. Look at the eyes. Pull up the camera. We got to make it brief because she didn't like to be held. That's just Red. And she was tripping out on the color, so apparently she trips out easy. Hello, kitty cat.
Aww.
She had to have her kidney removed.
We've had a dynamic couple weeks.
Yeah, that's not good.
She's doing very well.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Anyway, so with that, everybody say bye, Red. And she's waving bye. Awesome. Okay. So let's go with Del Crack. We are at Palm Springs Village Fest every week. And thank you, Joya. Yeah, Kitty. And love that. Love the black kitties. Yeah, they have a lot of good character to them. All right. You can see it at Palm Springs Village Fest. We'll probably at a couple of tribal festivals in late January, early February that are local. But other than that, you can find us there on Thursdays, and we'll be doing some live. I'll be doing some lives next couple of weeks, catching up on stuff. But otherwise, it's been school and took advantage of the Thanksgiving break. You want to see some pretty pictures, y'all?
Yes.
Yes. All right, folks. What we did is during Thanksgiving week, Svea's Indio Powwow, I went out and I did finally, for the first time in months, was able to go out kayaking. Did a 5-day kayaking trip on the lower Colorado River from about Blythe down to Yuma. And this was a heck of a trip. Take a look. So these are a few of the pictures. Well, there'll be more in another show coming up, but a lot of fun. The weather was amazing. No days of really heavy wind until the last day. And I've got a thingy here that says, there we go. Okay. But this is just some of the pictures of that trip the week. It was really amazing. And of course, that was the Friday Thanksgiving. It was on the river. But what's really also cool is that usually Elk Rock likes to be involved. We support what's a service project in National Public Lands Day, which is typically late September, early October, but we had to move it, the service project, because of the possible government shutdown back in October. And we actually worked with Bureau of Land Management, with some personnel from Bureau of Land Management. And this year we had about 30 people show up to Amboy Crater. And we do this confusion with the scouts. And Amboy Crater, folks, if you don't know where this is, drive out to 29 Palms and look at that long stretch of desert that goes out north and east of there. And then drive another hour. And you get to Amboy, California, right along Route 66. Amboy Crater, it's a volcano, cinder cone volcano, erupted like 10,000 years ago. Luckily, we did not have any lava last weekend. But one of the things we did, we did the service project, and these are some photos from the service project. Like I said, we had about 30 people out there. Everybody got a free T-shirt, and everybody got a free little thing for a day pass to go to a national park or something like that. And I used mine on the way home to go to Joshua Tree and go do some extra hiking. But that's what we were doing there. You can see the crater right there in that picture in the top left of the Amboy Crater off in the distance. Sucker's almost 300 feet tall. It's still considered an active but dormant volcano. But one of the things that's really cool about these last two trips, 5-day kayaking trip out there in the middle of nowhere in Amboy Crater, is the night sky. And I want to show some of that. And these are a combination of Amboy Crater and from the river. These are cool. And if you hear a pop in the background, my neighbor's shooting fireworks. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So this is one of the photos. This is actually an Amboy Crater looking east. You're looking at an amazing shot of, let me get rid of the mouse cursor, of Orion, the constellation Orion. And just to show another one, this is a deeper look, Starfield. Let's take it with a cell phone camera. That's Orion. You can kind of make out the belt there. But I love that picture, just the star field you get. And that's a zoom in on that one, folks. And that is from Amboy Crater. This is from the river. Sunrise, looking east. And it only gets better. This is Orion overlooking the river. And you can distinctly see it up there just a little bit toward the top right. And then you have this photo. A bit of Orion and some other stars reflected in the river. I love that shot. So I wanted to share a few of those and just want to show those awesome photos from it. We will be featuring these in another show upcoming. And that's going to be amazing pictures from that one. Otherwise, that's what's going on. That's where we've been. And that's what we've been doing. What's going on with Dancing Bear?
So James and I kind of talked about this a little bit before, and this is going to be a little bit of kind of a not very positive note, but I just wanted to talk about it because there's a lot of people that do watch our show, and James, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted to take a quick moment to mention our store. For those of you who don't know, Dancing Bear, we are a small family-owned business, and we rely very heavily on the support from the community. And I'm going to try to make it short. I don't want to make it too bad because it's a little heavy. But I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of concern that has happened. Yesterday, some people came into our store and we had an incident where two of our customers were shoplifting. And we found out after they left. And it makes me really sad because we do our best to support the community, and we treat everyone fairly. And when people come in and do this to us, it's really hard. It hurts our hearts a lot because we, like I said, we always try to help everyone, and every bit helps, especially in this day and age. We are not a big business, and everything or anything that's stolen from us, because I know what happens, it hurts because we have to pay for that. And so I have a quick video. I shortened it and I kind of cropped it a little because I want to show you what we saw. We had a customer. This was our customer. We do have cameras at our store. So, I mean, we don't like to see this, but you can see her pick something up and put it right in her pocket. Yes. And unfortunately, you know, I like I said, I hate to do something like that, but at the same time, I do want to point out that we can't stay open if everyone takes things from us. You know, it's very important that if you see anything, or, you know, please don't let people do that to us. Don't do that to any business, any small business, especially small businesses, because it really hurts us. But I'm sorry for putting in a heavy thing, but it's really important. I mean, we have the holiday season coming up and we have bills to pay. And so it makes it hard when we see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. I thought it was really important for us. And it's something that, you know, we really are sad about when we see that kind of thing happen, you know. So anyway, and then we keep our prices as low as we can because basically we are doing that for the community, and then we see this kind of stuff happen. So anyway, I'm just wanted to kind of put that out there. Okay.
And apparently it's even upsets Princess Leia.
Yeah, she's very upset about it. She was, you know, she just so upset she's looking away. She's like
Got it. So moving on.
Yes, let's move on.
Yeah, that's a dumber. We could go on about it, but we're preaching to our choir here on this one.
Yes.
Okay. So we have our Christmas show coming up 2 weeks from tonight. And so we've been slowly prepping for it. And we've been doing, we haven't advertised, but we want to share this with everybody. This is a little bit unusual. We've been having auditions for the Late Night Craft Talk Christmas Choir to sing Christmas carols. People have been sending in videos to try it so we can bring them on and for our big special. And our fan base is very wide, diverse. We do have people that watch from several countries. We know of like 2 other continents, definitely Europe. And apparently the reach is beyond Earth a bit. And we were surprised that we got this video. And we're introducing a new character to the show right now. I'm just kind of getting this ready right quick, but a new person sent this in, and we wanted to share it, and we wanted to get your thoughts on this because we like eclectic, we like different people are offbeat, but this one might be a little too not of this world. So, folks, we want to present to you. We're going to show you this video. This is from one of our viewers who's, you know, let's just say, you're using the eye of the beholder. That we want to get your opinion on, and here's somebody trying for the Late Night Craft Talk Christmas Choir.
Hello, weakling humans of the inferior planet Earth. Ha ha! I am superior alien. I am superior to puny humans in all manners of physical, mental, civilization, and technological aspects. I am here to try out for a puny human Christmas caroling choir for a puny human show called Late Night Craft Talk. I wish to learn about your puny human holiday called Christmas, so that I may further understand your holidays surely for my own amusement. And before I enslave all of weakling humanity from your puny planet. Observe and be astounded as I apply my superior alien singing voice to puny human Christmas carols. Propel thyselves. Frosty the weakling snowman was a flawed creation created by puny humans during a weather pattern created by frothy H2O, with a domesticated maize cob pipe and a non-fastening button-shaped nose, and 2 eyes made out of a carbonaceous material. Human language. Frosty the weakling snowman is a folkloric figure representing primitive cultural values, they say. He was made of non-bonded H2O, but the children share a common hallucination that Frosty gained cognizance one single solar cycle, also known as a day. Be astounded, weakling humans. Puny planet. I shall enslave you all. I thank you.
So that was the video submitted by Superior Alien.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want him on the choir, but I'm afraid if we say no, things might happen on a planetary scale to people.
Well, you know what, though? I would not worry because the doctor will save us.
Doctor Who? Whom? Got it.
Yeah.
So, folks, let us know what you think about if Superior Alien should be on our show on our Christmas special with the Late Night Craft Talk Christmas Choir. Let us know about that, but definitely the doctor will save us if things go south.
Yes.
And Superior Alien sounds nothing like me.
Yes.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. No. Not at all. No.
All right.
I don't hear any similarity of James.
I want to see what the audience says because I just want to know if that was just too odd an act we just put on her sketch. Anyway, Svea, the doctor will save us?
Yeah.
How so?
Doctor will save us. I'm actually right now looking. This is the one thing I forgot to do. I forgot I needed to get
You do.
I forgot I needed to get my I have some pictures of the TARDIS in my store, and I thought that was kind of an important thing to show everyone.
Got it. While we're doing this, folks, if you stick around, we are actually going to introduce an interactive part of the show at the end of this. Today and I were talking about doing to get audience involved a little bit more. And if you're not familiar with Cahoots, we actually have a Cahoots game that you can sign off. If you're watching from your phone and computer, get out your phone. Time to go into the Cahoots. We'll give you directions how to do it. You can actually sign on. We're going to have a fun, interactive Cahoots game at the end of the show tonight.
Yes.
And with that, admittedly, I don't know much about Doctor Who. I've been watching more of it. I'll say some more. Today had me watch a new episode on actually Disney Plus that I actually watched just a couple hours ago. I genuinely liked it. I did. I want to see more. It was cool. It was smart.
Yes, that's
which is so nice.
Truly what I love about the show is how smart it is. Has anyone seen Doctor Who? Let me know in the notes here if you have in the chat log if you've seen Doctor Who. So I started watching Doctor Who back in 2011, and man, it was as soon as I started watching it, I just went crazy about it. I grew up watching Star Trek and Star Wars, and I've always liked really smart. I love British comedy and British TV because it's very intelligent, very well written, and Yeah, it's very smart. And I started watching the show Doctor Who. I loved it. I went through and watched from, and so I started watching from the 2007 series. So I think it's 2006, 2007, and it's called Series 1. Okay. And the doctor, let me show you a picture because I have pictures of all the doctors here. Let's see. Let me open up this little picture thing here. Okay. So, can you see the doctor? So, this is the doctor. So, if you're asking me who the doctor is or what is the doctor, so there is an alien race, according to the show, called the Time Lords, and they're from Gallifrey. And they have a spaceship called a TARDIS, which stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. And what it does is it can go around, it can travel back and forth around time and anywhere. So it can go to see Van Gogh, it can go to Mars, it can go to the end of the universe, it can go to the future, it can go to the creation of Earth, it could go to any time, anywhere. And so it's really, it has a lot of, the show has a lot of real possibilities. You know, you're not limited by anything really, right? You could be in space, you could be in the US, you can be in England, you can be in Germany, you can be in Mars, you can be in the sun, you can be anywhere, right? And so it's really a fun story about this Time Lord who has a TARDIS, and the TARDIS is actually wonky. So the TARDIS has, it's not just a spaceship. It's not just this little box. Like you're going to see that little box in our intro. It actually is a spaceship that is the biggest spaceship in the entire anywhere. It's the biggest spaceship because the joke is it's bigger on the inside. So that is often a joke that kind of happens, and the doctor kind of laughs and likes to hear his companions say it. So they'll say, "Wow, it's bigger on the inside." That's kind of a joke. So they travel all over. This is okay. So this is the first doctor, and this is Rose. That was his first companion that I watched it as, and I really recommend watching the show from series 1 because this show started in 1963, and it was originally
Aspen was the first season.
It was originally written as a serial. So you would have like 10-minute episodes, and each episode would be 10 minutes, right? And they would watch it one episode a week or however often they had the show, or once a month. And the 10-minute episode would have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? And then the next episode would have a bit of the middle and the beginning and then the end. And it would just overlap so much that it takes you 2 hours to watch like literally a 30-minute segment of film.
It's a lot.
It's terrible. It's not really remotely written for people of this time. So
yeah.
A very popular, so another thing about the doctor is that his characteristic is interesting. Okay, so Time Lords, as they get mortally wounded, they will reset, like their body will reset and they will turn into someone else. So they look different, they sound different, they're short, they're tall, they're fat, they're skinny. They're totally a different person. Okay, but their core of their being is the same. So their characters, like 500 years, the Time Lords can live to be 500 plus years old. And they, according to the show, they originally could only regenerate up to 12 times. And what happened was this guy, he is an exception. He will continually regenerate. He does not have any limits to how many times he can regenerate, but normal Time Lords do have an actual limit to how many times they can regenerate. And they have 2 hearts. So they have 2 hearts. That's kind of interesting, right? Okay. So let me show you. So this was Christopher Eccleston. And then this is David Tennant. He's one of my favorites. And that's the same character Rose. And there's the TARDIS. Okay. And then like, I'm just going to show you all of the different the pictures. So this is David Tennant and this is Martha. And this is a Dalek, which is an enemy of the Time Lord, of the Doctor. That is David Tennant and Catherine Tate, and she's actually Donna. She's a really fun character. She actually is, these two are actually in the 3 new episodes that are being aired in Disney Plus and also BBC. So if you see them together, they really have great chemistry together. They're really fun. I mean, I loved this this series with them. It was a lot of fun. It was really great.
I caught a little bit of those a while ago. I remember him.
So David Tennant regenerated into Matt Smith, and Matt Smith was a totally different character. And I loved Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith as the Doctor because they were so much fun. They would talk a mile a minute. And you know what you saw on when you watched that episode, it's the same thing. Like they'll be like, and they'll just totally go crazy and talk super fast and do this whole bit about this and that and try and think of this and that. And the Doctor is extremely smart. The Doctor can speak several languages, hundreds of languages, understands all of the different races, and he protects the Earth.
Well, he better know all that stuff. He's a doctor.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So this is Matt Smith, and this is Karen. Karen, I forgot her last name. She actually is in Marvel. She is she's the sister of Gamora.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's her?
Yes, that's Karen.
Yeah.
Karen, forgot her name, her last name. But yes, she is actually Amy from Doctor Who. And this is a Cyberman. This is a Weeping Angel, and this is a Dalek. So that's why I'm showing you these pictures, these cover arts, because they're really good. This is Amy's husband, Rory, and this is River. She's really fun. I love that character. She's a really great character. She has such a good chemistry with Matt Smith. But, you know, you can see that the characters change. So what happens many times is his companions, they're not in a relationship, but his companions, something happens to them and they can't travel with him anymore.
They're just friends.
Yes.
Okay. All right. 21st century values.
Because Amy and Rory are actually married.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is Clara. She's one of the companions. And then this is an interesting story. This is where David Tennant, Matt Smith, and William Hurd are the 3 doctors, and they all show up at the same time, which is really against the whole time continuum because you never want to be in the same place in 3 times. This episode, which is called Day of the Doctor, was the 50th anniversary episode. This was a really cool episode, and they kind of put it in between the different seasons. And then this is Peter Capaldi. You know Louis Capaldi, the singer? That's his uncle. And he actually plays guitar. And he actually plays guitar on the show. So, but you can see this is a picture inside the TARDIS. I'll show you a picture of the TARDIS again, another picture, but so there's Clara. She's really fun. She actually is a really very witty character.
Go back to that last picture. That dude's wearing pants like Austin Powers would wear.
So, okay, the weird thing is he was supposed to be like, he made himself kind of look like a magician. See, he looks like a magician there.
Yeah.
And he kind of transitioned his character a little bit into more of like a grumpy old man.
Like I said, the shoes right there and the pants look like something. If he was a little brighter color, it'd be Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Straight from the 60s.
Yeah. And then this is Mel, I think. So I mean, there's different characters that pop up. And then this was interesting. This is when the Doctor transformed into a female.
That's pretty cool.
So that was a big deal of her, the Doctor actually transforming into a female. But at the same time, I feel, this is my personal opinion, the Doctor has a rival, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, called the Master. The Master was the Doctor's childhood friend, and the Master was very jealous of the Doctor, and they have this rivalry. It's kind of like Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty, where Moriarty's the evil one, and Sherlock Holmes is always like trying to unhinge him, whatever. But the Master regenerated into a female character, and they did it as a test to see how the audience would like to see if the audience was accepting of a Time Lord as a female. And everyone loved the Master as a female. So then they're like, oh, well, let's make the Doctor a female. I think they should have did the opposite. They should have made the Doctor a female first and then made the Master a female, because I feel like they kind of lessened the importance of the fact that they made the Doctor a female. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so this is Jodie Whittaker. And then she did a great job as the Doctor. She was very, very fun. She got the fun back. I think that Peter Capaldi kind of made it not as fun, and the ratings kind of dipped down.
Yeah.
Jodie brought it back up. And the stories are very interesting. These are their friends. That's Yaz. I don't remember all the characters. And this is the premiere or the promo for the 3 episodes that they're airing right now on Disney Plus. Right now, this is the first episode. This is Donna. This is Rose, Donna's daughter. And this is the Doctor. And this is a Meep. This is actually a really good episode. James,
That's the episode I watched this evening. And it's the first Doctor Who I've watched since a really long time. And that rat furball, how did I describe it?
There's some really funny references in the episode. Did you see the ET reference?
No.
What? You didn't see the ET reference? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No, because I was looking at that meat going, I don't trust that thing. No. I looked at that and I went, you know what? I do not trust something that is a cute little furball mousy thing.
Yeah.
No.
This was an interesting episode here. The middle episode, episode 2, was very interesting.
We'll watch that tomorrow. We should do a watch party.
It was very interesting. And then this one's going to be on Saturday. And guess what? Do you see the guy at the top? Do you know who it is?
No.
Doogie Howser. Neil Patrick Harris. One of the characters.
That dude's fun. This had to be good.
I'm so
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
So excited about it. I'm excited that Neil Patrick Harris is involved.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris is. I loved him on Doctor. What was it?
Doogie Howser.
Episode, huh?
Doogie Howser.
Yeah, Doogie Howser. But he also did that show, a video that's going viral over the years, big time. It was Dr. Horrible's Sing Along.
Really?
I think it was. You've never heard of that?
No, I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'll look it up. Matter of fact, I'll Google it right quick, and we'll come back to it. Just something after the presentation. But Dr. Single's Sing Along something. Let me Google it, but we'll come back to that. But that's going to be a good episode.
I'm so excited. This is going to be on Saturday. They're going to air it on Disney Plus and BBC. I'm very excited about it. And then they're going to do the next season is going to start with the new Doctor. And his name is really unique. It's hard to say his name. It's Nikuti Gatwa. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But I'm excited about that because I'm excited for them to do the fun and bring the fun back into Doctor Who. So I'm hoping to see that. And then, okay, so then the other thing, let me see, look at this, because I have a whole bunch of, I have a couple more pictures to share here.
Okay, when you're ready, I got Dr. Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
Okay, I'll show
We
you.
gotta touch on that, but yes.
This is the new doctor that's going to be in the new episodes in next year.
Cool.
So excited about that. And this was kind of like a timeline of all the doctors, you know, so they showed all of the different doctors. You can see there's a whole bunch of different characters and actors that have played it over the years. And then the TARDIS as well, as just like the Time Lord changes. So originally what happened was the TARDIS is actually has a camouflage circuit. So the reason why it's actually in the shape of a police box is that in the 60s, the camouflage circuit was damaged and it got stuck in the form of this police box, which is actually historically a box that they would, the British police would keep a someone, you know, as a like in like a kind of like a little jail.
Yeah.
So they actually would use it as like a holding cell. Then they used them for all like a break, or I don't know exactly how they used it, but it's kind of like that. But what happened was the doctor said that the camouflage circuit broke, and he just liked how it looked. So he just kept it that way. He never fixed it because he liked how it looked. And what's interesting is, you know, every time it lands in any place, it's the same blue box, right? And no one ever questions it. It's kind of weird. Like it lands in the middle of Rome, and no one even remotely thinks that's strange. There's this blue box in the.
Did you just do a pun? It landed in Rome remotely. Nobody remote.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but this is inside the TARDIS, and it's just like what I told you. Every time the TARDIS is regenerated, when the doctor changes, the inside changes every time. So it's different and it constantly is evolving, just like the doctor does. And this is the center console panel that he like flips switches, push buttons, hits the hammer, does all kinds of stuff in the middle, and the middle goes up and down and goes woo woo woo, like it makes this like kind of whooshing noise. So, and then this is the sonic screwdriver. I'm giving you like the basic, like all of the doctor in the course of like, I've been talking for about 15 minutes. This is a sonic screwdriver. This is Matt Smith's sonic screwdriver. And like I said, every time he changes, he gets a different sonic screwdriver. So the show is constantly evolving. Does
the sonic screwdriver like an everything tour, or does it do something a little different and specializes in with each doctor?
So it's always the same. It actually is a screwdriver, but it is able to do all kinds of things. Like it can read density of things. It can identify species. It can identify things. It can do all kinds of different things. I think Dan's home. The dogs are like looking at the door. It is basically a really cool tool that can save things. That he can put it into a port. He can download things. He can do all kinds of interesting things. I think Dan's having a hard time opening the door. Hold on, Sam. Hold on. I have to open the door. Hold on.
Okay. Folks, while Svea's there would let Dan in, we're looking at the sonic screwdriver. When she comes back, y'all count to 25 and then say, do you sell those at Dancing Bear and can we get half off? Sonic screwdriver.
No.
So wait, folks. Just wait till she comes back. Okay, count down now, folks. I didn't do anything.
I heard you saying something.
I did not say anything. We were blank that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I just was quiet, twiddling my thumbs, going, Svea's left us in the middle of the show. A show that she's the expert, and she left.
Goodness gracious, James, really? So
You did? We have witnesses.
To show you guys, this is actually our TARDIS at the store. We have it in the back corner.
So they want me to do a car?
Hi, Dan.
Hey.
No.
You're already here with 50 of our favorite friends.
Yeah, so anyway, hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay, folks. Well, Svea's right there. Remember sonic screwdriver, folks. I want to quickly go over what Joya says. Remember Svea shared this with Dan where Joya shares, hi, Dan. So anyway, while she's doing that, to go back, Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Follow me on this. Okay. It is a 2008 musical comedy drama series in 3 acts, produced exclusively for internet distribution. Filmed and set in Los Angeles, the show tells the story of Dr. Horrible, played by Neil Patrick Harris, as an aspiring supervillain. Captain Hammer, who is played by Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion's in it?
Nathan Fillion is in it. His superheroic nemesis, and Penny, which is Felicia Day, a charity worker, and their shared loved interest. I know I've seen it. It's been a long time. I don't really remember a lot about it. I got to watch that again. When it said Nathan Fillion, I'm like, oh, this has got better. We like Nathan Fillion. Firefly. And another good show, The Firefly.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. Oh, by the way, we have a question.
Yeah, I just replied. I said, yes, we're planning to.
Hoorah. Okay. Back to the show.
So I'm sorry. Dan came in. The door wasn't opening. He pressed it like 10 times because it's a digital. So he's like with a fingerprint. It's like beep, beep. I just kept beeping. I'm like, oh, jeez, I have to open it.
Technology.
Yeah.
In our good old days, all we did was just kick the rock out from in front of the door, or put the key under the mat and put a sign right there that says keys right here. Don't forget, idiot.
Yeah. So, but do you guys have any questions about Doctor Who? Because I like went over a whole ton of stuff. Like I talked about a ton of stuff. There's been some really cool episodes where they go see Van Gogh.
What is a Dalek?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So do you want me to tell you guys about the villains?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
We love the villains.
So I have a page that I found, a web page that has the 25 most deadly villains on Doctor Who. Whoops.
Not heroes.
They're the wrong one.
That's our show live. Here we go.
Okay, you see it?
Yes.
So the deadliest Doctor Who villains in the franchise ranked. Okay. So now this guy here, he played the Master in the last season, and holy geez, he played a fully psychotic Master. I mean, crazy, like fully, like that guy deserves an Oscar for how insanely crazy he played that character. I mean, I was just, I mean, not Oscar, an Emmy, but it's British, so they wouldn't. Oh, these advertisements keep popping up.
I'm about to say Best Buy and others are getting free airtime from us.
I know, right? Not sponsored by Best Buy. So, yeah, this is a Centaurian. He has like a potato head. He's very violent. This one, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember that one.
It looks like something from The Mummy.
Yeah.
With The Mummy Returns.
So the Zygons, they actually duplicate. They can duplicate people. So, like for example, and this is from Day of the Doctor. This character was the assistant of in Unit, and he became her, and he did some bad stuff. So Zygons. Okay, and then this, oh my gosh, the Great Intelligence. This was so creepy. This guy controlled these kind of guys, and they had these like kind of fang mouths and no eyes.
Kind of like the mouth of Sauron.
Oh, so creepy. It was super creepy. But this was a good episode. It was a good episode. He tried to ruin him. This one was interesting. They were all stuck, this David Tennant. They were all stuck in this transport, and there was a monster that was killing people on the outside and was killing people inside, and it wasn't invisible. It was crazy. The Silence. These guys are creepy. These guys look like aliens.
It almost looks like,
Go ahead.
sorry. It looks like almost one of the characters from where they were like, they made everybody lose their voice for an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The whole episode was like silence, it was just acting. And those look like the creepy things that were just floating along, going in that episode, floating along the street that made people lose their voice.
Well, this is crazy. These things, they literally, as soon as you look at them, you would forget you even saw them. So all these hash marks are like what people would do is they would write on their arm every time they see them because they would forget. They're kind of creepy. She was crazy. Oh my gosh. Like she took River. River was pregnant and she stole River and took her baby away from her. Or not River, Amy. One of the doctor's friends.
Yeah.
And then the Slitheen, oh my gosh, they would kill people. They would look for people that were a certain plus size and they would kill them and they would go into their bodies and they would live inside the skin of those people. The Sycorax. I mean, these are all the different characters on the Doctor Who show. And they weren't really evil, but they were cat
they
people.
Like cat nuns.
They were cat nuns, and they managed a asylum of people that were sick. It's kind of weird.
Cat nuns, I thought would have a. I just remember the joke. The cat nuns would host a catarium. Perfect.
So there's some really weird.
That's
like
funky.
Yeah, there's some really kind of scary things. All these ones are so crazy scary. This was in Mars. What happens if anyone drank the water? They would turn into these things, and it would like their mouths would get all like rotten at the mouths. Ugh, so creepy. I don't remember these guys. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched all of them. These guys were pretty bad. These like scarecrow guys, creepy. These guys went and killed everyone on the Titanic. They had a ship called Titanic, and they were killing all the people on the ship.
Well,
so it's just like
doesn't that you customers? Headless monks.
This one was crazy. These monks would cut people's heads off. And they would take their heads and put them in boxes. So I mean, there's a lot of really I mean, the stories are so interesting. This was crazy. These guys would go inside the suit and they would eat the body all the way down to just the bones.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like, oh, the weeping angels. Oh my gosh. If you see you can't blink. You can't blink your eyes because basically what happens is if they touch you, their way of feeding their energy is they touch you and they take your life energy away from you by sending you back in time. And by the time they send you back to the moment that they touched you and you die at that moment, but they've taken your life by pushing your life back. It's crazy. And they're all statues. So every statue is the weeping angel, basically. So it makes you feel like you can't be anywhere without something that's going to touch you.
You can't blink at them or something?
Yeah, you can't close your eyes because if you close your eyes, they can attack you.
Okay.
Even blinking. He's the creator of the Daleks, this guy. And then it shows, okay, Missy, this is the master. And that was when the master was a female. Cybermen, these basically what they do is they kind of are like the Borg. They're a hive conscious and they take humans and they assimilate them into their they upgrade them. They say upgrade. They upgrade people and they take them and make them a part of and so it's really sad. They take people unwillingly.
Like the Borg.
That's the guy that played the master. Holy moly, he was freaking scary, crazy and scary.
That was number one, the Daleks. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck makes such a threat?
It's like a trash can, a trash can with a toilet plunger. So the whole story about the Daleks is they basically hate any living being that's not a Dalek because they believe to their core the only living being race should be Daleks because they're superior, and so they kill everything they see. And so they believe that they believe that aliens, that everything should be killed and that they should be the only things alive. So it's kind of scary because they kill people like crazy, and they have this like laser from that one gun that shoots out.
Yeah.
And there's actually a little jellyfish thing inside. Like in the top part, there's actually a jellyfish in there.
Is that the brain thing? And this is like the avatar, like the robot body?
It's like their protective shell.
Okay.
And
I
Maya,
do. I've always
Maya-
known. I've always had suspicions about jellyfish.
Maya said she's never watched an episode of Doctor Who. Please, you will just be so amazed. The first episode is called Living Plastic. It's with Christopher Eccleston, and in the episode is called Rose. And basically, what happens in the first episode is Rose is working in a department store, and she goes downstairs, and she gets attacked by these mannequins, and he saves her. And these mannequins try to take over the world. They're being controlled by plastic. So there's a plastic consciousness that occupies anything that's plastic in the world, and it decides to take over.
I knew I hated plastic plates and cups.
So
I'm on to you, mug. I'm on to you.
So seriously, give it a chance. Watch a few episodes. It does take a little bit to get familiar with it, but I loved it. I've watched all the episodes. The Cybermen really freak me out. They really creep me out, like really creep me out. The Daleks, not so much. The Cybermen, a little more. But there's some really cool lines. Let's see. I was trying to think. I mean, I've told you guys so much, but I mean, there's so much to share, and it's just.
Can't do that in 40 minutes.
No, there's so much. I mean, but it's such a fun show, and like I said, I really loved David Tennant. He's one of my favorite. David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, and Matt Smith were my favorites because, like I said, they could talk a mile a minute, and they made it really fun. They made the show fun.
That's awesome. So, is it time for Kahoot?
Yes, let's do it.
So I made this a few days ago, and I'm just looking it up here on my laptop to share with the folks. And I can't find. It did not save when I spent freaking half an hour.
Oh
no! Not Kahoot. So I do have an alternative. It's still Kahoot. It's one I made for a scout meeting. It's a little unusual. Tell me if you want to try this. We were playing a game. My Boy Scout Adventure Crew. We had an online meeting a while back. And we were doing nacho cheese volcanoes, and we had a fun game leading up because we did it as a STEM project. And we had a Kahoot called "Is it cheese? Is it cheese or lava?" We want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, folks, let me get this going. Now, what you want to do? Here we go. Okay. What you want to do is, if you have a separate web browser and you're watching, you want to look up. Why isn't it doing that? Bear with. How am I supposed to do this?
I don't know, but I think you're
Choose
giving
mode, classic mode. Okay. Get ready to join.
Okay.
Creating pin.
So
if you go to Kahoots and type in that pin number, let's see who's watching, who does this. Okay. We will be able to see your name as you pop up. So if you can do this on your phone, if you're watching your phone, you're on your computer, do this. You can sign on. You can actually, I don't think you can watch the show or do it at the same time, but let's see who pops on. Svea, you want to pop on?
Do you want to put the website link in the chat?
Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to, if you go to Kahoots.com, it says join at www.kahoot.it or with Kahoot, the Kahoot app. I am going to type that in real fast. So you want to send it to, we're going to go ahead and put in the link right here. So here's the link. Copy paste that in your web browser. And we have somebody named G that's on. Cool. That must be Joya. Doctor Who. I wonder who that is. All right, we got 2 people. I know some people may not be able to because we have a lot of people watching from their phones and whatnot. G is in. Awesome. Okay, we're going to see if we get one more. In fact, let me see if I can make this full screen. Yep. Okay. All right. So we're going to see if we get one more. We'll give it another minute. Shall we go and start?
So this is really fun. If you guys wanted to join us, it's real easy to do. You go to Kahoot. I just looked up in my browser. I use my phone. I'm watching on my computer and I'm on my phone.
I'm gonna sign on too. I'm gonna go ahead and sign on because I don't remember much about this Kahoot, and it totally ties in with Doctor Who. Kahoot.it. Okay. Enter game pin 2746967. Enter. My nickname shall be. Yeah, it'll be generic. Okay, I'm signed in. Look, shall we play?
Yes.
All right, folks. Let's get going. Let's get it started. This should be good. Okay. Kahoot at home. Cheese or lava? 3, 2, 1. Let's see how we go. 10 pounds of milk goes into every pound of magma, chocolate milk, igneous rock, or cheese. I picked my answer. Well, 2 of us got it. Okay, let's go with next.
Okay.
All right. So far, Svea's winning. All right. Let's go. Next question. We'll make this quick. These are often found at the meeting place of tectonic plates. McDonald's, taco shop, cheese parts, or volcanoes. Okay, let's get this going. And
is Joya even participating? Because she hasn't answered the last 2.
I think she's just waiting for a couple. There's about 11 questions in this. We're got 9 left.
Okay.
And I think Joy's just hanging back and just going to come roaring back. Okay. 3 of 15. Approximately 350 million people live within the danger range of an active Waffle House, Wisconsin's Cheesehead, Volcano, or Cheesy Puffs. There we go. All right. We're getting there. Let's see what the score's at. Okay. Next we have, because it's totally Doctor Who. It's great for your teeth. It's great for your teeth. Pyroclastic flow, Kung Fu 2 finger death punch, magma, or cheese. I got my answer. Kung Fu 2 finger death punch. Okay.
One Joy, you didn't even answer that one. What the heck?
I love the 2 finger death punch. I guess I was watching Kill Bill a few days ago. All right. We're not going to go after all 15. These can occur over mental plumes. Cheese geyser, volcano, Waffle House, or methane geyser. I'm going to say Waffle House.
Ah, shit.
Shoot. You just dropped the bomb. Svea, take your hand and go. Good enough. All right. Should we just go after a couple more questions of this? Because we're already at 10:59.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, let's go to 2 more questions. Actually, let's go 1 more. These are classified as active, dormant, or extinct. Last question. Volcano, Waffle House, cheese plumes, or an adult. Okay. Adult scale leaders, hopes, dreams, and ambitions. Let's see who come out as first. Okay. Just barely. We're going to call Svea and I a tie. You know what? Let's go 1 more just for Joya.
Okay.
One more for Joya. Some blank are safe for lactose intolerant people to eat. Cheese, magma, and cheese, or lava, or Waffle House. Apparently, when I made this, I had to think about Waffle House. Okay. Tell you what. We're going to look at the scores, but I'm just going to call it a three-way tie. What do you think?
Yes, it's a
Yep, three-way tie. Okay. We're going to do this. I like bringing cahoots like this. This is cool. We're going to do this a few more times in the future, definitely.
Yes, that was fun.
Definitely. Okay. Let me do a little thing. So we have a show. Let me get this going. All right. I got to get this. I have to get the thingy up for next week's show to introduce. All right. So that has been about Doctor Who this week.
Yes,
and
please go watch Doctor Who. And tomorrow there's an episode on Disney Plus, the new episode. And the 2 other episodes in previous are there right now on Disney Plus. I don't know if you have BBC where you can watch it, then you can probably watch it. But seriously, Disney Plus has it. Disney and Doctor Who, oh my gosh, my faves. Okay, they're together.
I'm going to be watching those tomorrow night. I'm going to watch it back to back and just do a cool dinner or something. Do that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Joya almost picked magma and cheese.
Nice.
All right. Remember, 2 weeks from tonight, we do have our Christmas special. We will be back live next week also. Svea won't be able to be here. I will here, and we will actually bringing on one of our favorite guest hosts, Kelly Jo Miller will be back. And I'm going to try to convince her to show some of her acorn art.
Cool.
She went get acorn, make acorn flour, did some stuff with the shells. It is cool. I wanted to show that. But I wanted to bring her on because she's a fellow kayaker. And next week, I've had some people that are asking questions about my last kayak trip, and I'm actually between. I'm going to be in a kayak trip right during Christmas also for a few days. And so Svea and I were talking. So once we have Kelly Jo Miller coming on, who's also a kayaker, she's done some trips with me. And we want to share next week's show, which is going to be, let me get this, share screen, window, screen. There we go. Here's next week's show. We had a lot of Why did I do that?
So, guys,
Okay.
next week I'm not joining you guys next week because my Dan's company has a holiday party and I'm helping organize it. So,
Definitely. But so next week's show, we are doing kayak camping, a guide to plan your adventure from your kayak. When we doing this, Kelly Jo Miller's got some great ideas. I'll show equipment, kind of what you do. We'll briefly cover how you do it, and I will show how you pack all that damn stuff in a kayak. Look at all that stuff I got on there. That's of my most recent trip. And so we're just doing an overview of what you want to do, how to do it, the boat you want to look at. We're going to be touching on that stuff, and you get to show. I'll show I briefly load a kayak and fit all those stoves, all that stuff in a hatch. And have you seen my most recent Facebook post, Svea? I love that. I love that cup. Did you see my most recent Facebook post?
which one?
How to poop in the woods. It shows how to use a wag bag.
Oh,
It's not graphic, but we'll be kind of doing some of that stuff. Hello, Carol Ann. I didn't know you were watching. That's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you, Carol Ann. You went kayak camping? Oh, you want to go kayak camping? We'll talk about that. So we're going to touch on that. You see a little bit of adventure, a little bit of logistics. Just touch on that. Kelly Jo Miller's amazing at this stuff. So that will be cool. And then remember, we're back 2 weeks from tonight. Christmas special. And then comes our New Year's Eve special.
Yes.
New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yes, Eve, yes.
Oh, look who's on. Look. Whee! Kelly Jo Miller right there in the house. Esbert.
Yeah.
And she says she loves kayak camping. That's cool. Oh, yes, she does. She's very good at it. All right. And Kelly Jo, can you bring on some of your acorn art that you posted pictures of today or yesterday? That would be awesome. I love that stuff. All right. With that, this has been this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk. I have to queue up the closing video. Remember, folks, Doctor Who on Disney Plus.
Yes, seriously, guys. And if you want to just try watching, oh my gosh, that guy that played the Master, Donna's character, Catherine Tate, she plays a really great character. I loved David Tennant and Catherine Tate together. I love Matt Smith and Amy together. It's like I'm mixing them up. The Doctor and Amy. I loved them together. That was great. And there was a romance between the Doctor and Rose. The very first companion of this series. Basically, she falls in love with him. So.
But they're always friends.
He's friends with everyone, and he met Donna after Donna after Rose, and he was very heartbroken. His heart was really broken.
That showed in the first episode on Disney Plus that I watched this evening.
Yeah, and they talked about it was crazy. Like Donna named her daughter Rose, and she didn't know. So let me give you a quick backstory. The reason why Donna didn't remember was because she absorbed the time vortex from the TARDIS, and that will kill anyone. And she somehow survived. And so the only way that she could survive is that he had to erase her memory of him. He had to erase her entire memory of everything she did. And so she just became ordinary. And she was so unhappy for years, and she didn't know what was going on. And finally she realized, and he activated her by, saying the words. He activated her, and she ended up being okay. It was good. I really was happy because I loved her. I loved her as Dr. Donna. She was great. Anyway.
I gotta admit that when she came back and she said, "I'm not really giving away anything," when I said that, so when she one point of the episode she goes, "I gave away $150 million pound, 150 million pounds." That was really good. That was funny.
Yeah.
Folks, meats, don't trust them.
Yeah.
Not anything that cute.
You know what? There's a really great YouTube video on if you look up YouTube, look up Doctor Who, David Tennant and Catherine Tate, and there's an episode where he's a teacher at her school, and she's playing a student. It's really funny. It's hilarious. I'll share that with you, James, after the show.
Okay, got it. All right, we good? We're 7 minutes over.
It's Doctor Who. It's okay. We'll just go back in time.
And go back, definitely. All right, Doctor Who. All right, folks. It's been this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Feel love. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Joe Miller's on stuff. I'm looking for the thing. There it is. Okay. Dance. Get the chart trail, man.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks.
Everyone, bye.
Bye.